The turn of the game Viking's Glory consists of several phases. In the first phase, new expeditions are drawn. So 3 new expeditions are drawn here. And then everybody draws 4 cards from his drawing deck. So I have these 4 cards at the beginning. Then the first player draw an event, which is different for every turn and changes the rules for every turn. This time we have Goodyear, which means that the ship, weapons and the map will cost 1 less. The next phase is the worker placement phase, so I can place the workers on these 6 different spots. So I choose, for example, this one. All the other players can do this in the same time. Then if anybody use the sabotage here, the 5th phase is playing the sabotage, but this phase is for making the equilibrium between the players, so it's usually used at the end of the turn. Next phase is a blue phase, where all the blue actions are played. So when I am the first player, I can play the blue card's Night Preparation here, which for example gives me 2 more cards, but because I prepare in the night, my glory goes down by 1. But also I play all the blue things here. So here I have the kits, so I grow up the kit, which costs me 2 golds, so I use 2 golds, but I got 1 kit out of there for myself here. And then I use my training ground, which gives me another card. So I have now played all the blue actions and blue things, and all the players now play all the blue actions. Then next phase is called a green phase. So this is the auction. So in the auction, we want to auction the expeditions here, which are here placed on the board. So for example, if I am the first player and I have the weapons here, I can auction the Conquer Enemy Clan, because that needs 1 weapon here. So I can put my marker here that I auction it for 1. Then the other player auction it. The other player can auction for something else, for example the robbery strike, or he can use he can try the same thing and he can overtake me, so I have to go away. And when is my next turn, I can auction again. I can auction again something else here. I can also go fishing, which doesn't bring me almost anything. Or I can overtake him again and pay 3 instead of 2 or 1. If usually in the later part of the game, it happens that the expeditions are more difficult. So, for example, here I took the last one. That's the Conquer of Russia, and this needs a map and 2 weapons. This is not usually possible for 1 player to satisfy all these, to have all these properties. And therefore the players has to cooperate somehow and decide that they will go together for this expedition, and then they can auction together for the expedition and divide the gain somehow together from the expedition. This is the most fun part of the game, this handling who will go with whom and how we will divide the gain. So that's the green action, the green phase, and now the next phase is to complete the expedition. So I choose here the conquer the enemy, and I have to auction it for 3 gold. So I have to pay 3 golds, then I can go for this expedition and return from it. And if I return from this expedition, I obtain 4. And 4 means I can have 4 golds, or I can have 4 glory. So if I choose for glory, my glory increase. But here I don't want glory in the beginning. I want to invest. So I choose the gold, and I have 4 golds to my disposal, which I can spend now and buy something as usually. But because I have this good year, I can buy a map which cost 5. So I have 4, and this cost only 4 because this good year event here. So I buy map. Also the other players do the same, buy something or divide the gain to the glory and to the gold. Then a next phase is add the glory from your kit. So if I have some kits, my glory increase. So I already brought 1 kit, so my glory increase every turn for this kit now. And then the last phase will be discard all the cards I don't have anymore and mix them. So I mixed everything again, and I am prepared for the next turn. The game has 7 turns. And after 7 turns, who has the biggest glory? He is the winner.